2-minute drill, 2 minutes each topic. We're going to talk about it. Let's get into it, starting right now. First one, WPP Investor Day is today, Gino, and we're recording this the day before today. So we're recording on Wednesday, but a lot to get through. It's Sydney Rose addressing the investors, the company. What are you looking out for now?
Listen, I'm hoping for some success for Sydney Rose. I want to see a turnaround here, right? Like we saw Mark Reed leave, they get Sydney Rose in, and now her whole goal is to increase revenue, right? Like, what else does a CEO need to do?
Well, what a lot of it has been doing in the holding company landscape is quite the opposite, which is decreasing costs, Gino. So you've seen a lot of that. You would think that it would be more about increasing revenue, but at the end of the day, they're answering to shareholders, and shareholders want to see profit. They want to see things moving in that direction, and sometimes from a holding company standpoint, that means they're going to try and optimize.
Ooh.
So a lot more from that strategic review. We'll see what she says, where the company's headed, but a little bit of a sneak peek. Adobe partnership has increased quite a bit. They just announced that. More AI, becoming more of a tech company. If we know what we know, which we do know, Sydney Rose comes from that Microsoft background. So it's very clear that they're moving into that, how can we get our tech stack dialed in?
Yeah. So the state of the other holding companies, how are they doing? Because I think I saw Havas hit its projected revenue. Mm-hmm. So revenue increase, so that was good for them.
It's good for them, but the overall landscape is still that these holding company models are not putting in a vote of confidence for their investors. The stock prices are all down. WPP has gone from a $30 billion plus business to as low as $4 billion now. So we'll see if there's going to be a turnaround. Something needs to change. We'll see if they can do it.
She's got this.
But more to come on that, and that is 2 minutes for WPP Investor Day. Keep a lookout on how they're planning to turn the ship around. Mm-hmm. Next up, another major holding company, one that's outperformed the rest in the last 12 to 18 months. It's Publicis.
Okay.
We're talking about Rahul Titus has been brought in to be the global influencer lead. Why is this interesting?
This is interesting, Jack. Thanks for teeing me up here. It's interesting because he comes from WPP. That's the rival holding company, right, Jack?
That's right.
And he was doing stuff there, and Publicis must have liked him, and they poached him. They did the Publicis poach.
It's the Publicis poach, trademarked.
You know what? It's not a bit. Listen, if they're doing better than the rest of the holding companies, I'm Rahul. I get the Publicis poke for the poach.
It's the triple P. It's the Publicis poke and poach is what they're calling it.
It's hard to refuse that offer. I'm sure they gave him an offer he can't refuse.
Yes, that's speculation. But the what's real is that Rahul Titus was leading L'Oreal. Ogilvy has done great work, I think, in the influencer realm, in the spectrum of being good and being bad. I would say you love the CeraVe work.
Yeah.
They've got some good
Michael
stuff cooking.
Whether he's an influencer or celeb or not, they did some great work with them. So I'll count it.
Yeah, and he was leading. It's all about. It's all about, creating one integrated approach, and that's been the Publicis mantra.
They've been doing that for a long time, Jack.
Yeah, so being able to now bring in influencer into the realm, we know that that's where budgets are heading. They're moving away from this legacy media commercials and maybe more into the creator economy, more into influencers and more into social.
Yeah. I'm excited to see what they come up with over there at the Publicis HQ over there.
If Publicis, if they come to you and they say, I want to do the Publicis poke and poach, what are you saying?
Obviously, I think everybody has to take that call.
Oh my God.
You got to pick up the phone when if Publicis calls.
Well, you get hired as a freaking loser. That'd be your job description.
No, I would be the dopest employee there.
No,
that would be my title.
That is not true. 100%.
They would love me there.
They would not love you there. That's 2 minutes. Rahul Titus. Keep an eye out for Publicis' influencer.
The Publicis poke.
Publicis poke. Coined here. Next story, Gino. Speaking of another P word, PR.
Oh,
creative agencies, a little bit of a trend. It's not necessarily new, but the fact that we have Uncommon, Creative Studio, and McKinney, 2 solid agencies launching PR practices. What do you got on this one?
Yeah, I think Uncommon is an interesting one to me. That was my agency of the year for 2025. Gino patented that one. So I think, coming from a super creative shop, super poetic creativity from Nils and Sam Shepard here. Now that they've learned how to create creative work that gets earned that buzzed attention now, it seems like they want to bottle up what they know, hired somebody, and now they're offering that for external clients here. So whether or not that I'm sure it's integrated, like the creative thinking into all their projects, but now they can actually sell that as either a separate service or integrated within their current offering.
Yeah, I mean, how much of like it's to me the launch is just to be like, hey, this exists now. Hey, this is a thing. The PR for the PR launch is an interesting thing, and like I said, it's not necessarily something that's new, but we're seeing more of this like demand from brands.
You know what people forget, Jack? Uncommon is a part of Havas, and it is not an independent shop.
No.
And Havas has its own PR companies within their mix of 20,000 whatever employees that they might have, a large holding company. They have a specific agency that does PR, but this is just for Uncommon.
Yeah, and
I like that they respect those bounds.
Agreed.
Right?
I'm with you because
yeah.
Similar to Iris. Iris is, I think, like, you know, do you call it a holding company or whatever they're under with what's it called?
The network.
The network. Chail Agency Network, and so it's a good. I feel like that's how it should be with these holding companies. It's like you don't even know that Uncommon is a part of Havas. Just let them cook. Let Nils cook.
And then what was the other brand, real quick? I think we have 2 seconds.
McKinney
did the similar offering.
Yeah, I mentioned that. Yeah, that's a 2-minute drill. Next one, next story, last story. Fallen Media announces the Love Network, a dating-focused content division for brands to tap into. This Fallen Media, you maybe don't know that name, but you know the name of the social shows that they produce. I'm talking about Street Hearts, talking about Love Train, Pass the Mic.
What's on the Love Train?
Love Train is the subway. They go on the subway. It's Tiff.
Oh, yeah.
And she sets up people on dates. But think about this. Stick with me here.
I'm here.
I've got something
distracted.
here. You think about a TV channel, and you think about like media buying into a TV channel. This is kind of what they're trying to organize. Fallen Media. Saul Batesh, a co-founder over there, doing great stuff. And it's similar to how a brand might plug in and do a media buy for a TV channel. They're saying, let's do that, but with our social shows. So being able to like get into like beauty or like Hinge or Tinder and being like, you can now media buy across multiple different shows, keep it organized. I think it's an interesting look into where things are going.
Bundle it together, you get that cross promotion there. I think that's a really smart play by them. So those brands got to start thinking about it. Maybe it's Rahul.
Should we make the connect?
Make the connect. Rahul should be looking at that.
Rahul should be looking at that. Rahul Titus.
Little tap in.
You should get a little bit of a. Why not? Get a little 10% commish.
Yeah.
For Gino.
I like that. No, but smart. And we'll talk about this later in the episode, but like, you know, Hollywood studios, the traditional model is also applying to these new creator companies too.
It's like the same, but it just looks different. Like you know, you have your commercial break on MTV. Now it's like you have your feed of episodes of Street Hearts, and then one of them is a commercial break in the sense that it's like a branded partnership kind of thing. So I was on Street Hearts.
I was going to bring that up. You have direct experience with the brand. Do you like working with Soul and the team there and Tiff?
They're professionals.
Did you find love?
No.
And that's all the time we have for that.
It was a fitting end to the 2-minute drill. Anything else from you, Gino, before we keep it rolling?
No, that we are rocking and rolling here.
Excellent. Yeah, we are. We're really getting this thing dialed in. Can I get an air horn from Ross, please?
Am I looking at this camera still?
Probably. I mean, you know, we got a 1 to 3 chance of having the right camera.